I know what you're thinking. This is another bland, boring meatball video. No, we're gonna spice up some meatballs today.
Today we're doing smoked meatballs on the PK. Today we're taking your favorite party classic, meatballs, and adding our twist on it.
We're gonna give you a few tips and a few tricks today to make sure for any game day or just a party that you're putting together, these meatballs come out fantastic. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you like the video today, and roll the intro. Joe, let's just be honest. What is the problem with meatballs?
You cook them in the oven, you forget to rotate them, burnt meatballs. Today we're going to set up our PK smoker for an indirect cook to really address those hot spots that burn the meatballs.
Under-seasoned bland meatballs? Not on Joe's watch. Remember, if it's bland, it's banned. Nobody likes a dry meatball. So we're going to show you how to keep moisture in your meatball while it's cooking on the grill.
What I find is meatballs are consistently cooked the same every time.
They're boring.
First meatball,
they're boring.
Second, under-seasoned meatballs. How are we going to address that today, Greg?
Layers of flavor, baby.
Layers of flavor. Greg's absolutely right. We're going to add layers of flavor. We're going to create those layers of flavor by making an inconsistent meatball. So every time you go back, you're always getting a new flavor, a slight twist from the previous meatball you had. Yeah. All right, you talked about burnt meatballs. One of the ways we can address this is we can set up our smoker. Today we've got a PK smoker. We set it up for an indirect cook. We'll have our heat on one side of the PK and put our meatballs over here to cook. All right, got us a few small pieces of apple we'll toss on here. All right, we'll let this warm up.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and make our meatballs. We got a mixture of ground beef and we also have pork sausage in here. That's gonna add a little bit of juiciness to our meatballs here. And we got a mixture of dry ingredients. We're gonna go ahead and dump those in there. We had Italian breadcrumbs. We got our house seasoning here, salt, pepper, and garlic. Also have a little bit of fennel seed, pinch of crushed red pepper. Also have some Parmesan cheese. And then we got some fresh ingredients over here we're gonna add as well, add a little savory kick. Fresh parsley, fresh garlic, and some fresh diced onion. And to help bind it all together, a couple of eggs. All right, we got all of our ingredients in our bowl, and we're gonna go ahead and get this mixed up. Remember, we got multiple layers of flavor in here. That's how we do it at Bluff City Grub. And don't be afraid, just put your hands right on in there and work that meat. Just knead it up, really nice, make sure everything's well incorporated.
All right, to keep from inconsistent meatballs, we've got an ice cream scoop here. And that's gonna help us make a consistent meatball, make sure they all cook evenly, finish at the same time. One of the things we talked about earlier is we're gonna make layers of flavor with inconsistency. The inconsistency is gonna be using 3 different cheeses. So here's one of our Bluff City tips today. Use an ice cream scoop, get it about 3/4 full, pick you a cheese, just stuff it in there and cover it up. And we'll just keep going with that same pattern. We'll stuff this one with cream cheese. Maybe some mozzarella in this one. Really change it up for our guests. Every time they go back and get the meatball, they're gonna get a new layer of flavor.
Bluff City balls here, all formed up. But we're gonna go ahead and make them a little bit prettier than that, so we just wanna go ahead and roll them up, form them up real nice. And these are mystery balls, so we're gonna do some with a little bit of bacon on them, some without. The same old boring, bland meatballs that you normally get. Stick a toothpick right through there. Oh yeah, I have no idea what cheese Joe put in each one of these meatballs. They're all delicious. They're all going to help them stay tender, but it's just to add a little bit of flair to the party. Yeah, so we're just going to do probably a third of these, maybe a little bit more than a third, with bacon on there, and leave the other ones without bacon. Enough is flair in there.
All right, we're out here smoking on our PK. We're gonna wanna kick this up to about 225 to 250. We'll be cooking these meatballs for about an hour and a half.
We're gonna go ahead and get them on the PK grill. Now, we got a little bit of wood on here. We got apple wood going. And we're gonna put these on the opposite side of the grill, indirect. And this is gonna add another layer of flavor, depth of flavor to these meatballs. as a smoke on this PK grill. We're gonna let these things cook for about an hour and 20 minutes to smoking at 225. We're gonna let them cook up to an internal temperature of 145, and then we're gonna go on to the next step. We're gonna show you how to add another layer of flavor to these Bluff City balls, these smoked, flavorful meatballs that we're smoking on the PK grill. We're gonna add a little bit of grape jelly and your favorite barbecue sauce. Me personally, I like Sweet Baby Ray's Vidalia onion, but you can use whatever you like. We'll go ahead and incorporate that, mix it up really good. Simmer this on low for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes while the meatballs continue to smoke. All right, so our meatballs have temped, as you saw, right around 143 to 145, which is perfect. They've been smoking for about an hour and a half, and they're looking good. Yeah, if the bacon's not done enough, you can throw them directly over the coals, get a nice little crisp or sear on the bacon. It's your choice if you want to do that or not. We like crispy bacon, so that's what we did. We have a small pan here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit here. Now, we got a lot of meatballs, so I'm going to save a little bit of sauce for the rest of them we got. We're going to add our meatballs to our pan, just like that. Yep. All right, perfect. Now we're going to pour this sauce right over the top of these meatballs. Let these simmer for another 30 minutes, just to make sure they're evenly coated. You can rotate them in the sauce, just like that. Or you can grab your little brush just to make sure the top of them are coated, however you want to do it. Let these things simmer off in the sauce. Slow smoked on the PK grill. We're going for about 15 minutes. Let's go ahead and check them. Oh yeah, these things are looking delicious. We got a little bit of cheese oozing out of one. We're just gonna go ahead and hit them with the sauce right there on top. You got your tongs, you can rotate them, roll them in the sauce. Really good. You know, one of the best things about these meatballs is, like, you can do all this, you know, if you're doing it for, you know, game day or something like that, you can do it before and just reheat these guys in a crock pot for the next day, and they'll have that delicious smoke flavor on them. Perfect. And you know me, you're a Bluff City Grub. I like adding layers of flavor. Now, you can do this if you like, but we have a little bit of our barbecue rub, a little bit of Bluff City rub here. And you can use this if you like. It's not necessary. All recipes will be in the description below. Just one more layer of flavor right there on top. Bam! Let these things continue cooking off for another 15 minutes and we'll take them off the grill. All right, we've been rolling for another 15 minutes. 30 after the glaze. Let's go ahead and get these bad boys off the grill. They are looking delicious. Look at these meatballs. They look delicious, beautiful. Smoked on the PK grill, layers of flavor, Bluff City style, and we have no idea what flavor we're gonna get when we bite into these bad boys.